Good morning. Thank you all for coming on this rainy Sunday. Glad to see everyone here. If you can, please rise, and we're going to sing a spirited version of Spirit-Led, Spirit-Fed with the choir today. We have Dana Cohen and Sharon Garofalo helping out on the music today, along, of course, with Andreas. So, good morning. Welcome to Sunday.
I'm spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led. I'm spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led. Flowing like a river of peace. I am nature's wandering child. Love cannot be be added to me. I am incomplete in the divine. I am spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led. I am spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always I am spirit-led. There's magic in every day, like a beautiful song. And as we're choosing our way, there's a voice inside to guide us along. We are spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always we are spirit-led. We are spirit-led, spirit-fed. Everywhere and always we are spirit-led. 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 Everywhere and always we are spirit-led.
I can't believe we found it. Oh my God. We found it, finally, the Holy Grail. We finally, all of that effort. Oh my God. Look, it's our friend, the Shaman Ohm. All right. Hey. Oh, Shaman Ohm, it's so good to see you. We have exciting news. We found it. We found it. We found the Holy Grail.
Yes.
All of that effort, all of those journeys, all those challenges, all those marauders chasing it. We finally, we got it.
Here it is. Here it is. What?
I cannot believe. Holy Grail is not an object.
What?
What?
No.
What?
It happens all the time. Don't worry.
What?
Start your search again.
We've crossed deserts. We've scaled cliffs. We've fought marauders. We went through snake pits. I hate snakes.
He
To
hates
find this.
snakes.
Sorry, but you have to work with that because Holy Grail is inside of you. Now you have to find that cup in your heart. So, we'll try.
Oh. Wait a second. So maybe all of the challenges, maybe all the snake pits we had to endure and climb out of, maybe all of the flying monkeys that were attacking us, maybe all the dragons we had to slay, maybe that helped us become stronger, more resourceful, more intentional. I mean, look.
Perhaps.
We're more peaceful, we're more centered, we're more loving, right?
She has a point.
Is that it?
Now you got it.
Oh.
Please allow me to bless you before your new journey.
Oh.
Help me out, please. Here we are blessing you in your journey. Aho!
Oh. Thank you so much. And welcome to Unity Center of Peace. Our players here, Chris Eagle and Oswaldo Mora. Good morning. If you're joining us online, we're so happy to have you here on this wet day, but it's a very special day. So it's so good to see your faces and have you be here in person. As we find that, we're going to hone this today. This is the completion of our journey we've been on all month to find that true Holy Grail that lies within us, right? And so this is our time. This is where we come to completion of this. So it is a very special day, and I have very special people to share this with, as Waldo Mora, who's on our future minister team, who's going to come up here and help me light the Divine Light candle. And I invite you to say with me our opening invocation, which is on that buff sheet in the seat in front of you, if you're not yet familiar with that. Let's just take a moment and honor that element of fire. very important to our lives. And I just ask you to connect with your heart center, breathe into your heart center, and together we say, there is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the good omnipotence. Breathe that in for a moment. Feel the energy of that awakening awareness of oneness. And so it is.
So it is.
Oh, yes. We again, we have more special things today because today is the first day of Advent. And so we have some special guests here to come up. Michael Newton and Rasheen are going to help us with our first day of Advent and lighting the candle.
So you may know that there is apparently a Indiana Jones sequel in the making at the moment, but you needn't bother. You've already seen the important lesson to be learned. And so we begin our 4-week journey into Christmas, the season when people all over the world gather to celebrate sacred light. Today we will light our first Advent candle. Then each Sunday we will light one more candle than the week before, as we symbolically celebrate the birthing of light in our lives and in the world. This is the first week of our awakening into oneness consciousness.
Today we light our first candle representing the divine quality of faith. With faith we open to possibilities of tremendous good, the possibility of heaven on earth. We see divine light illuminating our communities and awakening in the world. Our faith and expectation opens up a way for its fulfillment.
In the words of Charles Fillmore, faith is spiritual assurance, the power to do the seemingly impossible, the assurance of things hoped for. We give thanks, and so it is.
So it is.
We give thanks, and so it is. Thank you, you two. Aw, beautiful. All right, so let's continue on with our meditation music and our meditation.
Good morning. Welcome to this Sunday celebration after Thanksgiving. I invite you to close your eyes. I'm going to guide you in meditation. I invite you to take a deep, deep breath. There is something that is calling you. The shaman voices. Here we are again. Feeling your exact place in your heart. We had this wonderful week, powerful opportunity to express our gratitude. And we are about to start the path to Christmas and the renovation of a new year. Christ in us is about to renew ourselves. And we are ready to support that transformation in our hearts from the present moment in complete silence. Just expressing your presence. Take a deep, deep breath. Hold it a little bit. And let go. I want you to know that you are sustained in divine consciousness. I want you to know that in this very moment, you are one with all the elements in the universe, as I am. The presence I am is in our hearts. The Holy Grail is in our hearts. Exactly. We don't have to look outside. Experience your world inside, your own world. You being the source of love, ready to share. Love is the essence of your presence. Love is the essence of my presence. And from the place of love, we see through the power of imagination the ones that we love, covered in that love. Bring the ones that you love. You can say the names so they will feel your love. This is the time where we recognize ourselves as the source of love. Take a deep breath and bring yourself to the surface. Remember, we are here, Chapel Hill, Unity Center of Peace, celebration. When you feel that the time is right, I invite you to open your eyes. From my heart, I thank you for allowing me to guide you in this moment. Please, John.
So here we have the prayer requests of members of our community. These are seeds of imagination.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Closer. Sorry about that. Probably heard me, but these are the prayer requests that have been placed here by members of this community or visiting friends. And we're going to take a few moments to honor these seeds of imagination, these envisionings of a healed loved one, of abundance flowing, of generosity and gratitude growing within one's own heart, one's family, friends, and community. Taking the power that we have here, that power of faith in the belief that things can be better and can be changed, and that zeal that moves us to activity, that brings action to carry forward what we envision. So join me in this prayer. The heart knows no boundaries. We bless all of these prayers and the prayers that were spoken within your own heart today. Thank you.
Amen. So how's everybody right now? Feel connected? Feel here? Are we ready for the next step? Great. So I invite you, if you don't know by memory, it's my case, this piece of paper will help you with our vision and mission, our statements that sustain our community. And from there, we're going to say our vision first. We envision the divine light awakening in all. Our mission. We center in peace and love. We connect in our hearts with others. We celebrate our journey toward wholeness, and we empower others to see the spiritual magnificence. And so it is.
Good morning. Hey, I would like one time again to introduce the singers today with us. That's Dana Cohen and Sharon Garofalo. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And we're going to entertain you with 3 songs. This one is definitely about imagination and what it's like to find it in your heart. So. I know a place where dreams are born and time is never planned. It's not on any chart, you must find it in your heart. Never, never land. It may be miles beyond the moon, or right there where you stand. Just have an open mind, and then suddenly you'll find never, never land. You'll have a treasure if you stay there, more precious far than gold. For once you have found your way there, you will never, never grow. So come with me where dreams are born and time is never planned. Just think of lovely things and your heart will fly on wings forever in never, never land. You'll have a treasure if you stay there, more precious far than gold. For have found your way there, you will never, never grow. So come with me where dreams are born and time is never planned. Just think of lovely things and your heart will fly on wings forever. You never, never.
Thank you. And some new members of our new choir here today. We are so thrilled. All right, that was fun. The fun continues because we are headed into our final leg of our quest, the quest for the Holy Grail that we now know lies within us, the true Holy Grail that lies within us. And like in any hero's journey, the last bit of it is usually the most challenging, right? This is where the dragons show up, where the flying monkeys come, where we get lost, where we end up in a snake pit, right? Well, the same could be true for the journey that we're about to embark on today, which is to discover the treasure in relationships, which we know can be challenging, and yet it's really where we grow the most. It's where we develop the skills and talents we never even knew we had. This is where we have an opportunity to become the hero or the shero, as Pat Webster was sharing with us last week, of our own adventure. And also this is the time to start thinking about how we can bring that treasure we have discovered back into the world and share it with others. Okay? So before we embark, let's look at where we have been, how far we have come, just real briefly. So at the beginning, the first week, we embarked on our quest with an awakened awareness of what was calling us to it. Right? For some people, it was a dissatisfaction with the status quo. There was like, I'm so done with this repeated whatever it is. For other people, it was just a yearning to experience a greater sense of aliveness. For some, it was this calling to some higher purpose, some specific purpose. And still for others, it's just this sense of, when I experience and connect with more inner peace and love, I can help make a troubled world more peaceful and loving. So we identified what it was for us, and then we signed our rules of engagement agreement, which was really just to help us to remind ourselves to stay committed to the path regardless of the challenges. And then we set off for our first adventure to discover the treasure of inner peace. So inner peace, and so we discovered that inner peace is a quality of being that must be embraced, must be cultivated with spiritual practice, with a regular spiritual practice, right? And then we started talking about the robbers of our peace and how to thwart them. The robbers of our peace, if you remember, the should-bes. If you remember, I should be different. You should be different. This should be different. And the interpretations that we add onto a lot of things, which are rarely accurate and just kind of rob us of our peace. And then the greatest robber of our peace, resentments. And so we learned how to work through those things. We're going to be talking a little more about resentments today. And then the second week, we went looking for the treasure of inner guidance. how to reawaken our inner guidance, how to listen to that inner intuition and follow it that leads us into relationships and jobs and communities and activities that add more joy to our life. We learned how to ask better questions of our inner guidance and to get into a place where we can hear the answer more clearly. Remember that? And then last week, Pat Webster was here with us, and she shared with us the treasure. She shared with us the treasure of self-compassion, how to love our perfectly imperfect, divinely human self, how to know that we have always done the very best we could with the consciousness we had at the time. And so if you've missed any of these talks, any of these ideas, and they really kind of work together, then I encourage you to, we have them all archived on our website or on our YouTube channel. You can go there, just there waiting for you. And also, make sure, if you missed a week, make sure you pick up on the back table. There's an affirmation and a handout for each of the weeks. So if you missed one, pick up the handout, the affirmation for that week. It's like a complete set. So it's there for you. We have extra copies. All right, let's take a nice deep breath together. Good, because we're about to embark on this journey of discovering the treasure in relationships. All right, which, as we said, is, and we know, it can be challenging, right? It can be challenging, and yet the most rewarding, really the most rewarding of treasures. So the poet Rainer Maria Rilke once wrote, "For one human being to love another, that is perhaps the most difficult of all our tasks. The last test and proof, the work for which all other work is but preparation. This is the miracle that happens every time to those who really love. The more they give, the more they possess." And so, in spiritual community, we talk a lot about needing to love ourselves before we can love others, before others can love us. And to a certain extent, that's true, right? We don't want to go into relationships as broken people, feeling like we need to be fixed, feeling needy. Our goal is to go into relationships as whole people, right? But if we postpone being in any kind of loving relationship until we've mastered self-love, we could be waiting a very long time. So yes, we work on ourselves. We work on becoming more loving, more centered, more peaceful, more giving. We work on healthier emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. We work on opening to a greater experience of abundance in our life. We work on that, right? But if we are doing that, if we're experiencing that, or even working on that, and we're standing here alone, what good is that? If we have no one to give our love and our joy and our peace and our wholeness and our abundance to, then it's all for naught. Because we are relational beings. And friendships and our family, whether that's our family of birth or our chosen family, close associations, intimate relationships, they're essential to our well-being. Essential. So why are relationships so dang hard? Why do our best friends, our spouses, our parents, or our children, or family relations trigger us so much? You may have experienced something this week during the Thanksgiving week. It's oh, and I feel an echo in here. I guess, yeah, right, there you go. Yeah, so let's look at the possibilities here, right? Let's look at the snake pits that we want to avoid. Okay, ready to go? Our first snake pit, the should-bes and the expectations. Now, I talked a lot about the should-bes in the first week, so I won't go more into that, but only to say that each individual human being has their own unique idea about how life should be. Life in general should be. And so that includes values, ethics, a philosophy of life, vision for the future, right? And the thing is to find people who kind of resonate with that, who have a similar outlook on life, a similar way of viewing life. And in fact, last week when we got together in our community forum, I heard a lot of you say that. You know, I come here because I'm with my peeps. I feel, you know, people who I really resonate with. So that's, right, the goal, to look for that. And sometimes in relationship, one person can sort of begin to go off on another path and explore something else and change and grow, and the other person's staying here. So we can see how that can cause a heap of trouble, right? Also, expectations. When we have expectations of others that we don't communicate clearly because we think they should know, he should know how I feel. They should know what I'm thinking. But they don't. They don't. So that's the snake pit right there, right? When people don't behave as we expected them to, and our silent expectations, we didn't mention it, you know, that causes a lot of disappointment and frustration and even anger. Excuse me. So the only way around this snake pit, both of these, the should-bes and expectations, is through open and honest communication. So how many of you have heard of NVC, nonviolent communication, taken a course in that, compassionate communication? Yeah, it's good. You learn skills in that. And I'm thinking it might be time to bring that back here because, you know, just because you've taken it once doesn't mean you've met, you know, it's like a skill that you have to hone. So if you're not yet familiar with this, it's just really briefly, it's about deep listening. Deep listening, and you listen and then you repeat back to the person what you think you heard and what you're guessing they're feeling. And then they have a chance to correct that. No, it wasn't this, I mean this, or yes, that's it. And then you change. And I remember being handed a sheet of paper that had all of these different hues and nuance and variations of feelings. So the idea is to get really clear on exactly what you're feeling and to help. So how many of you would take again a course if we offered it in the new year on compassionate conversation, NVC? Okay. It might be good not just for our community, but maybe like outreach because it's, you know, yeah. Okay, good. So let's think about that. All right, so second snake pit. Here we are. We're going to avoid that second snake pit of projected shadows. It's not something we talk about a lot in Unity, much to our detriment, I think, because I think this unconscious dynamic could be the thing that's sabotaging our growth. This projected shadows, this is where there are parts of us that we have rejected, that we have repressed, and we've pushed down into the shadows. So basically, that's the idea. And a lot of this comes from our childhood, our parents, God love them. You know, they're doing the best they can, right? They want to raise children who are happy and loving and, you know, well-behaved. And so, you know, they may have said something like, don't be so bossy. Don't be so bitchy. Don't be so controlling. Don't be so manipulative. Don't be such a sissy. whatever it is they said to us, at whatever point, that's like, in order for us to be accepted, and that's our goal as children, to be accepted, we've pushed those things. Oh, no, I'm not going to show that. Now, it doesn't go away, right? It just goes deeper into the shadows where it becomes toxic. And if our mother's disapproval didn't send those things into the shadows, then certainly stepping onto a spiritual path will. Because here's the thing, like we spiritual people, we don't want to be, greedy. We don't want to look like selfish. We don't want to show that we're, have any kind of selfishness or controlling or manipulative. So again, we just send them far into the shadows. Now, many of us have worked on these things, right? And the beliefs that give rise to them, there are beliefs underneath this that give rise to these things, and many of us have healed them. But it is common for people who are new to a spiritual path to say, I want to just go directly to enlightenment. I just want to hang out here. And just not aware that, you're kind of skipping some steps here. There's steps that need to be worked through. All right, so what happens is that these parts of us that we can't accept, so much so that we don't even know they're part of us, this is the second part of the dynamic, we then project onto others. Everybody's heard about this dynamic, right? You're projecting. What are we projecting? We're projecting those things that we can't accept in ourselves onto someone else. And here's a clue that this is happening is when we have an intense reaction to something, an outsized reaction to something that's happening, extreme anger or fear or embarrassment or righteous indignation. How dare they? That's when we have a clue. Now, sometimes to be fair, sometimes it is the other person. Just saying. But a lot of times, and this is an opportunity for us, right, to look and say, is there something in here that I'm just not acknowledging and projecting onto someone else? And the work around this is just spending some time identifying and acknowledging and being compassionate, because obviously these things come from something. Right? They don't pop out of nowhere. So being compassionate about that. And that compassion can help heal those shadows, heal the toxic part of it so that we can reintegrate the more positive aspects of it. So there's a couple ways you can do this. There are therapists who, are trained in shadow work that you can see. And also I have some guided exercise on my website. I've kind of done some work in this area. It's in my book, and on my website, I have a guided, meeting and showing compassion to your shadow self. So it's in your program on the handout. And for those of you who are watching online, the address is breakthrough2.com, and you just kind of click on the exercise, and I've got a bunch of exercises. That's one of them. Okay, so let's take a deep breath again together. Okay, so third snake pit, grudges. Holding on to grudges. This has a lot to do with the resentments we talked about the first week, right? Sometimes we just want to drag that dead cat with us for a really long time and hold on to it tight and don't let it go. But we need to let it go. We need to let it go and die in the past. The grudges, the resentments, all of that, it's in the past. Yesterday is gone. We need to leave it in yesterday and start every day fresh. Start every relationship, begin anew, brand new, free of the past, free of all of that, Just bury those old things and be in the present. And then we can be in the present moment with someone and begin again. The goal is to begin again, fresh, just fresh and new. So, our overall goal here, and the treasure we might want to think about bringing back and sharing with others, is this ability to be in relationship, any kind of relationship, in the present moment, free of grudges, free of resentments, free of should-bes and expectations and interpretations and projected shadows, and just be with the person. Just be with, just clear of all that. And then we're able to see the other person as they are. And we're all going through something. Everybody's going through something. So we then can see the other person's struggle and have compassion for that and their pain or, whatever it is. So I'd like to do a little exercise here to sort of put this into practice, activate this power. If you would turn to a neighbor and just find someone. You may have to move seats, or whoever you're sitting with, it's either next to you, behind you, in front of you, and raise your hand if you don't have a partner. Does everybody have a partner? Everybody's got somebody? Okay, now decide between the two of you who's going to go first. Has everybody decided who's going to go first? All right, the people going first, raise your hand. Everybody got that? Okay. Look your partner in the eye and repeat after me. I see you. I see your divinely human self. I see the perfectly imperfect humanness of you. I see your struggles and your pain. And I see the Christ in you. The divine in me beholds the divine in you. You might do a little namaste thing there if you feel like it. Okay, now we're going to switch off. The second person, you ready? Take a breath. Look your partner in the eyes and repeat after me. I see you. I see your divinely human self. I see the perfectly imperfect humanness of you. I see your struggles and your pain. And I see the Christ in you. The divine in me beholds the divine in you. Do a little namaste. All right, come on back. How'd that feel? Oh, good. You just cut away all the things. Here's the thing. Love can heal all, right? Love cuts through it all. The ability to be in compassion and love, it cuts through it all. It heals it all. So we just want to set our intention, connect in our hearts. When we think about somebody we're having some issues with or something, just intentionally allow that divine love to pour through our heart to that other person. And just feel the healing that's happening there. Fresh and clean of all the past and all the gunk, and just being with that person in the now moment. Yes? Yeah. Congratulations, you have found your treasure, your holy grail. All right. Namaste.
This is a song about life, love, and laughter. It should go pretty well. Did you want to say anything, Dana?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Yes, no.
I'm going to sing it. Don't look back, you won't do any good. Don't look ahead, you'll just be misunderstood. Everything you need could be right in front of you. It doesn't take much to see what is true. They say we're gonna die if we go on like this. Who do you believe? Every story has a twist. Take a look around, tell me what you see. People in the world just trying to be free. What about all those things you could have done, but you don't? They say things happen for a reason, you don't do them, they won't. I'm looking for life, love, and laughter. Everything in between, what happens after. I'm looking for life, looking for love, looking for laughter. Things are gonna change, they never stay the same. That's why we're fighting a war, but people are to blame. They can only stand up for what you believe. Don't be blinded by the power of greed. What about those things you couldn't, but you don't? They say things happen for a reason, you don't do them, they won't. I'm looking for life, love, and laughter. Everything in between, and what happens after? What happens after? I'm looking for life, love, and laughter. Everything in between, and what happens after? What happens after? I'm looking for laughter. We got everything we need, all the money in the world, want to buy what we see. Dreams are worth more than gold. Some people hold on, some people let go. The stars, they come out at night. The velvet sky, it's all so bright. I feel so close to you because I see what you see too. Love and laughter. Everything in between, what happens after? Looking for life. I'm looking for life, love, and laughter. Everything in between, what happens after? What happens after? I'm looking for life, love, and laughter. Everything in between, what happens after? What happens after? Looking for life.
Thank you very much. And yes, that's right. We got everything we need, right? Oh, wow. What happened? It grew the numbers of the people here. I didn't see so many. Oh my God. You see, this is the power of multiplication. It's not part of the 12 powers. Don't look for the 12 powers, the power of multiplication. Because we have already the power of love. You know, weeks ago I said I shared that I was in Miami when I was meditating. And I asked a question. And I love when somebody answers, you know? And I ask, if I read that ask and you shall receive, but when I'm asking, I'm not asking from the lack of something. It's because I feel that I need something, so that means that I'm needing something. So I'm experiencing the lack of. So then I hear the voices saying, asking is giving. Oh, so when I give, I'm asking. So that's the power of circulation. And I say, oh, yes, thank you. Aho, amen. So in this very moment, I invite you to ask by giving. We are a community that we support each other in the spirit. And from there, I thank you for your contributions. Our community is growing. Our community is bringing blessings to this whole community in Chapel Hill. And from there, I say thank you. So I invite you to choose whatever method you want to share. Is in cash as me, or check, or you want to be a subscriber, or you have your green card already. I won't do the joke again. So holding this, let's do the blessing of the, it's over here at the end. The blessing of the gifts. Just hold it and can go with me. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. And so it is.
Just a sec. Yes, so when the bowls come by, there's going to be something for you to take. This is the whole thing. You're giving, and you're asking, and you're receiving. So take one of the affirmation to anchor in what we talked about today, and then give. Take and then give. All right.
Happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. I'm happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. I'm aware of all my blessings, so much love I can't sit still. I'm happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. Happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. I'm happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. I'm aware of all my blessings, so much good I can't sit still. I'm happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. I'm aware of all my blessings, so much grace I can't sit still. I'm happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. Oh my goodness, we're still going. I'm happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. I'm happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled. I'm aware of all my blessings, so much love I can't sit still. I'm happy, I'm joyful, I am fulfilled.
All right, yes, we have more joy to give, more joy to sing about. All right, so feel that energy, that joy, that love pouring through your open heart and out through your hands. Direct them this way as we bless these tithes, these gifts, these offerings, knowing that it is an expression of love, and love grows. And we see it growing and multiplying and supporting this community and all that we do in the larger community, and blessing the giver. Pressed down, multiplied, running over. My cup runneth over. And so it is. And the prayer box is going back to the foyer. If you would like to have your prayer prayed over by the prayer partner and also by the prayer team that month, then you can fill out a prayer request that's right next to the box, and fill it out and put it in there, and it will be prayed over. So now I'd like to say a special hello to anybody who is joining us for the first time today, and maybe a couple people who we haven't seen in a long time. So good to see you guys. And if you are here new, if you're new today, Mary's got a packet of information to put in your hot little hands there, and it's got a little card on the outside that if you fill out the front and the back and return it to one of the greeters, then there's a little thing that we'd like to give to you after that. And we'd love to say hello to you if you're joining us online for the first time, or you just couldn't get here for whatever reason. We see you. We love having you here. We're grateful for you. And if you are new, there is Mel is probably putting in where you can make your gift, and also what you can know about us, whatever it is you'd like to know. So good to have you there. All right, we got one more song here. All right, come on up. Yay! Let's hear it for our new choir.
This is I call it a chant. It's a Karen Drucker song. As soon as you figure out how it goes, please feel free to join with us. And you know what I'd say? Well, I'd say thank you. Yeah, I want to say thank you. 'Cause I'm so grateful for all of you. So grateful. That's why I want to say thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. 'Cause I'm so grateful. So grateful. And I want to say thank you. Yeah, thank you. So I want to say thank you. Oh, thank you. I said thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Sharon and Dana, give it up for them again. Yeah. Is it time for the announcements?
Yes, sir.
This just in. All right, here we go. Sunday announcements, November 27th, 2022. Heart Math Intro Workshop with Lorraine Lewis will start on Saturday, December 3rd from 2 to 3:30 at the UCP Sanctuary. That would be here. Lorraine Lewis is a certified Heart Math coach, mentor, and is offering an introduction to Heart Math workshop on Saturday, December 3rd. Heart Math is a simple, scientifically proven, heart-centered recipe to vastly improve the quality of your life in this busy, chaotic world, and especially around the holiday season. Enjoy learning this fun tool for a lifetime of managing your own energy and amplifying your daily feel-good quotient, significantly enhancing your intuition and improving every area of your life. Donations are welcome as your heart guides. And that's Lorraine Lewis on Saturday, December 3rd. The Full Moon Fire open mic is going to be on Sunday, December 4th. That would be the day after December 3rd from 7 to 8:30 back at the UCP back deck. Join in the community around the fire to celebrate life, the full moon, and the approach of the longest night of the year, the 21st, I think. Bring something to share: snack, poem, drumming, dance, art, a smile, something nice. Together we'll honor the cold moon, unity, power of life, and the upcoming solstice. This is a kid-friendly event. It's probably going to be chilly, so dress for the weather. A $10 love offering is suggested for UCP. Social media, that would be everything from Facebook to Twitter. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter and give us a like. Give us 2 likes. Subscribe to our Unity Center of Peace YouTube channel and like that. And if you like UCP, please consider giving us a review on our Google Business or Yelp page and give us a like there. And sign up to receive our weekly e-newsletter. The sign-up sheet is on the back table, back behind right there. 3-minute miracle will happen today after service, as it normally does, in the ministry office, room 102, which is the one on the left. If you have something going on in your life and you'd like to get some more divine inspiration perspective and help infusing the situation with the healing divine light, then this would be an opportunity. And you have the opportunity to sit with a trained prayer partner to do just that. Who is the trained prayer partner today? Joanne. Joanne Dale is our prayer partner today. Prayer partner today. Live streamers can send an email to prayer@unitychapelhill.org and include your phone number, and our prayer partner will call you back within the hour to pray with you. All right. After the service today, we're going to decorate our UCP Christmas tree, which is that lovely thing right over there. Look at that. That's beautiful there. From 12:30 to 1 today. The deeper dive discussion today will be with Maria Kavanaugh, and that will be in room 103, which is the room on the right. And finally, does Alt need a ride home today? He does. So Alt needs a ride home. So if anyone is available to give Alt a ride home at the end of the day, that would be great. Are you raising your hand, Oswaldo? He is raising his hand. And that concludes today's announcement.
Thank you very much. Now, after announcements, we're gonna bring the children. So, bring your inner child. We have a little party with child over here. Children, children, children.
I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am. The health of God, the strength of God, vitality, energy, vim of God. I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am.
Can you hear me okay? Yes. Today we went on a very special treasure hunt. And as the leader of the treasure hunt, I can tell you I am happily exhausted. Kids, can you hold up one of the inner powers that we learned about on the treasure hunt? Can you hold up one of the rocks? Show them the words. Let's see. Imagination. Wisdom, love, and zeal. And kids, can you tell them some of the other cool things you found today? What did you find on your treasure hunt? What are you most excited about? Ooh, geodes and gemstones. Ooh, good stuff. So we learned that inner powers help us with our outer life, things like intuition, and we also use wisdom, looking and listening around us to get information when we decide what's right for our hearts, right? And to protect our dreams, but know what they are and share them when it's appropriate for us to. Did you have a good time today? Thank you for joining us. I had the best time ever, and I can't wait to do this again next year. And as soon as it's sunny outside, we're going to go out and find some other cool stuff on that path behind the church, right over there. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your support. Yay!
We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are, and we behold the Christ in you. Mwah. All right, you may go back to your parents.
So if you go with me, please, to the prayer of protection, you can please stand up if you are able to.
Prayer of protection with I am statement.
The light
of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God.
The
Power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as our leader, family all are we. Let me be with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyful vow. To take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.